Good morning. Happy Sunday. Today is Sunday. Yeah. Happy new moon. The new moon just happened in this moment. And whenever we have a new moon or anything like that, I like to really get clear about what the alignment of the energies are. So we're having a new moon right now in this moment. It came in on the hour of the sun, which is every hour is aligned to a specific planet. So this hour is aligned to the sun, and it is the time of the new moon. And the new moon is when the sun and the moon are in the same degree. And so it came in on a sun hour on a sun day. So this energy is really, so I'm really excited. Let me say that, I'm really excited. I'm doing my best to think clearly and say what I want to say and know what I want to say and all of that. But I'm super excited because this energy is so profound and it requires something of us. It really is asking us to, the first thing, so Leo is the energy of royalty. And so it is asking us to shed our old constructs around servitude and lack and scarcity. It's really asking us to let go of these old ideas of who we are. And how I understand that is just looking at the structures and how we think, right? So it's literally the ways that we think about relationship, the ways that we think about children. Oh, one of the things that's so profound to me as I've started studying astrology and studying history and humanity and the nervous system and things like that, just understanding how we function, is how we treat children like they don't know anything. These are the kind of ideas that we need to fucking outgrow. Children are the wisest beings that we could ever encounter. Children know everything. We are the ones who are in the forgotten state. Children just don't have the tools to communicate because it takes the human body an enormous amount of time to develop. But the soul that they are when they come in these little beings, they're completely conscious, connected to the divine, and all-knowing. And then we begin the process of stripping them of that and indoctrinating them into this reality, and they forget. So they're ways of being that we need to outgrow. Believing that nature is not alive and a thinking, intelligent being. This is ridiculous. These are ridiculous ways of thinking that are rooted in the Western mindset, that are archaic and barbaric. And we have been adhering to them for all of my life and for lifetimes, right? Some of the other ways of thinking that that this body is the limit of who we are. This body is the least of what we are. We are 90% unseen beings, right? And so we're functioning with not even half the capacity of our mental, spiritual, and intellectual power. So I'm just things that we need to outgrow, ways of thinking, ways of being that we need to eliminate from our consciousness so that we can catch up with the universe, because we're really behind is what I'm trying to say. And then we don't understand that our internal realities are literally creating our external reality. Literally, what's inside of you is what you're experiencing. So because we don't believe it, we don't connect it, and then we don't take responsibility for it, right? So when we're experiencing something external, we blame if it's uncomfortable. It's like, how, they lied to me. They said this, they did that. Well, we do that because we don't understand that it's an internal thing that is showing up in our external reality. And And because we won't ask, like, well, why is this here? And how am I creating this? And why do I need this? Those kinds of questions actually help you embody the experience. But the blaming and the victimization and the, one of the things that I see, one of the things I see us as Black people do, right, is that we are so fucking petty. Like, and it's cute and it's entertaining and but it is a practice of victimization. It's like, it comes from this, for me, it's like bitterness or meanness or like unfinished cycles of anger, right? But that stuff is an internal thing. It's like we're not really fully taking responsibility for ourselves when we are being in this experience of pettiness, when it's rooted in judgment, when it's rooted in somebody did something wrong, or that shouldn't be happening. And yes, it's cute, but it creates an energetic, it creates a karma, it creates something that like eats away at you, right? So it's really important that we begin to understand how this system works so that we can function in our power, so that we can function in our true nature. That's the reason we want to really understand how this system works and how we're functioning within it, so that we can really learn how to live in alignment with the universe. That is what we are. So one of the things that's also very important about this Leo new moon is really recognizing that when we're born, we come here with absolutely everything. We literally have everything we need to fulfill our contract. And because we have been in an energetic system that has been more geared towards forgetfulness rather than remembering, many of us don't realize that. But as we're moving forward and we're becoming more awake and the energies are changing, the younger generations they understand that, right? And so this is going to become a common mindset that we are born with what we need. Like they say, babies are born with their booty. They're born with with what they need to be here. I have a girlfriend who's Ethiopian, and her mother always says, don't worry about when you have children. They're going to bring their riches with them, right? And so we all bring our riches with us, but we forget because we're born into this culture and a society that has said that we're not enough, and that it has redefined abundance for us, right? So what we want to begin to do is come into our true nature of abundance and begin to do the work to remember that we have everything that we need, that we're born with everything that we need, that nothing is missing. And in that mindset, your consciousness will begin to reveal to you what is yours. It will begin to reveal to you your pathway to abundance, to a luxury, to opulence, all of that. Because it is also often connected to you aligning with the frequency of your intelligence, so that you can bring forth your wisdom, whatever that is, your creative power to the planet. And often that wisdom, that creative power is connected to the tap of your abundance, right? It's important to know that we're here to do something at this time on the planet. We're here to be something. We're here to bring something at this time, because the old is dying and the new is being erected. So whatever your abundance is, it is likely connected to your soul memory of you aligning with what you're here to bring at this time. Right? So does that make sense? So this Leo new moon, like I said, it is asking you to remember. It is asking you to remember your royal birthright, your royal lineage, because Leo is royalty, and it is also significant that we God, these birds are out here just having a fucking fight or something. Can you guys hear them? They're so loud. The Leo energy in opposition to Aquarius. Aquarius is the blueprint of God. We're going to have a full moon in Aquarius in 2 weeks. And as the old constructs come down and the old energetic agreements begin to really dissolve and need to be reintegrated, it is really significant that we understand that who we are in these physical bodies and the identities that we have adopted in the Western world is not the totality of who we are. Like, our bloodlines have lived many, many, many generations. We have lived many, many, many lifetimes. And in these lifetimes, we have become energetic alignments that are going to be that are going to need to be revealed, right? And so it is in our remembering, through being able to embody the sensations that are moving through our bodies. Like, really, it's like the way you will align with your highest frequency and your royal birth line from within you. It is happening from within you. It is not an external thing. But as you can feel in your body, what does it feel like? And as you embrace the feelings will then become aligned and integrated within you, and you will expand. You will open more. You will, if you allow yourself to feel what needs to be felt, right? Then those feelings will become integrated within you, and you will become more of yourself. You will experience the wholeness, right? The wholeness that you are will be revealed. So I just encourage you with this Leo new moon to feel deeply, to not run from what you're feeling, to understand at a deep level that the lineage of the legacy of your birthright and for many lifetimes is coming back. And this means that we do have to deal with our karma. But in doing so, you are healing yourself. Like, there's nothing wrong here. There's nothing to be afraid of. And it is important for you to remember that you have dominion, that you literally are a dominant force at this time on the planet. And that domination can only come through your remembering and reconciling and acceptance of it. And if you are willing to do that, if you're willing to question your old agreements, the things that you have given power to in your life, that you know, like how we give power to elected officials and, politicians. Like, you literally, when you vote, you're giving them your power is what you're doing. You're saying, I don't have to do that. You can do that for me. We don't get to do that anymore. that those days are over with. And so we don't get to hand people our responsibility. You cannot give your responsibility. You never could give it away, and you really can't give it away now. So as we take the power back and take responsibility for it, we get to be the dominant force in our own lives, right? And the universe will reveal to you how that energy works through your asking, through your curiosity, through your ritual, through your commitment, through your devotion to yourself. So with that, today is Sunday, and they've been talking about this Lionsgate energy on 8/8, and that is also the energy of abundance, right? And so I can say that wherever you've been putting your focus and your attention for the last several months is really what's about to show up in your reality. So I just encourage you to do a great deal of forgiveness work. That's really the best thing to do, is do the work to forgive yourself for all of your forgetfulness, for the ways that you judged yourself and others. Forgive yourself for any ways that you have not aligned into your own divine nature. That's it. That's really it. And any ways that you have believed that you're a victim, or believed that somebody's doing something to you, or believe that you couldn't, or doubted yourself, or just forgive yourself. Just forgive yourself. And then be honest. Be like, I don't actually know what to do or how to do it, or what's right. I don't know. So I need some support. And ask your higher self. Ask your ancestors. Ask the trees, ask the moon, ask the stars. Every morning I wake up, I talk to the planets. I have an app and I look for the planets and I ask, how can you lead me today? How can you, because I'm here as an emissary of this universal plan. So I ask for help. So ask and admit when you don't know what to do, because we're living through a new age, a new time. We don't know a lot right now. There's a lot that we don't know. So ask, because everything can be known. Nothing is a secret. All right. Peace and blessings. I'm the Moon Mama. Have a beautiful day. Bye, everyone.